It's called a learning center. It's not a school. It's not focused solely on fulfilling any type of compliance. It's about enjoying their education.
Well, I'm stuck on Huck because it's so flexible. Like, I feel like as a homeschool mom, I'm always trying to find pieces of things that will work best for my kids. And what I love about Huck is I can take as little or as much of it as I want.
One of the things that is special about Huck for me is that it did not cap my children's potential. Instead of being able to just choose from basic classes, there are an enormous amount of options that you can choose for your children based on their learning style, based on their personality type. The education that they got at Huck, I consider to far exceed what you would get in a private school, let alone public school, but in a private school, because it was individualized.
I like HuckleBerry because I get to play with friends, and I really, really like the classes. Improv class and the math class.
I really liked all the acting ones, but I think my overall favorite was this class about nonprofits, and that really opened my eyes, and that really made me want to, do a difference in the world.
The variety of classes that are offered at Huck are amazing, because there are classes that you wouldn't see offered at a traditional school, and also classes that are something I wouldn't have known that my kids would be interested in. So I'm like, sure, take this pottery class, and then that ends up being one of my kids' favorite classes, and they learn not just how to make a bowl, but they learn about the history of pottery, how pottery is being used in places to give people clean water. I mean, amazing connections that you never would have made on your own.
You can really discuss what you're learning, and it's a really good environment to just talk about it and really interact with what you're learning. I took a Supreme Court class. We really talked about the cases, and we had debates about them.
I had a human body class, a folktale class.
It gives them access to different teachers and different subjects that I might not feel capable of teaching.
We're best friends, and we met at Huck. I started taking a Science of Doctor Who class, and Lily was in it.
This is a really good class.
It's a fantastic class.
We've been in a lot of classes together since, we've been in Shakespeare classes, stage combat. It's really fun. We've been slapping each other and hitting each other since the beginning.
Yes.
One of the most important things that I got out of HuckleBerry was learning how to work hard and really focusing on collaborating rather than competing with other students.
My favorite classes that I took are art, Lego robotics, and science. And I'm taking math this year, which I'm not excited about, but my mom is excited about, so. I think the math class might actually end up being fun because, every class at Huck is fun.
They have a really broad education because so many different topics have been taken seriously by their teachers.
I have seen a lot of growth academically and also socially. My oldest daughter took a really great fun science class, and it opened up a whole world for her for science. I don't think she had thought about science as being something that she would necessarily pursue. She's now taking more and more science classes, and she really sees herself as being a person who's good at science.
They hated writing, and when they started taking private tutoring, I was amazed what they brought out through their writing for her. And I never thought I could do that on my own.
One of my children has quite a few learning disabilities. And he just was not absorbing material. He was not absorbing information. So I put him in one of the math classes where you play games. Oh, he was excelling. He was remembering the facts, and he had actually never done that before.
The compulsory education system has a real passion for turning out a specific product. Kids who are exceptionally good at following directions, standing in line. But I don't know that I think that cultivates the kind of international leadership that kids need in today's world. It doesn't cultivate creative thinking or the critical ability to think outside the box that is really a feature of now young career professionals who have to deal on the internet with people from other countries on a daily basis, have to be able to understand cultures very different from their own. Well, with Huck, we have the option of letting our kids develop their talents deeply in those subjects as well, which is going to make for better leaders, I think, ultimately.